And welcome to another vlog. It is Monday the 6th of Feb, 8:30. I am starting reading a little bit late tonight, but I am starting Love on the Brain, Ali Hazelwood's second book, the first being The Love Hypothesis. I enjoyed The Love Hypothesis. I give it 4 stars. There was one scene, if you haven't read The Love Hypothesis, I apologise for spoiling the beginning, where the female character kisses the male character without his consent. Now, he may have been thinking, Michelle, why would that take that down to 4 stars? If that was to happen in real life, and a man did that to a woman, people would be crying, essay, or that's not consensual. I hold the same standard for women. And personally, it wasn't a scene that was really needed, in my eyes. So yeah, hopefully though I will enjoy this book as much or more. It is giving me enemies to lovers. Yeah, you have B, who is offered the role on a neuroengineering project with NASA, but she has to co-lead with Levi Ward, who is attractive, but made his feeling clear towards B in grad school. And yeah, so I'm thinking enemies to lovers. It's over 300 pages. I don't think it's much more than over 300 pages. So this shall be my week book. I'm not aiming on reading lots tonight. I'm literally aiming on reading 10%, and that's it. Because I'm tired and I need to do lunch. So I'll probably update you tomorrow. Hello, it is Wednesday. You may have seen this in the back of last week's vlog, or maybe not. I finally built the shelves so I can put my books as I read them on there. But update, TBR, wrap up for January will be up tomorrow. I edited it, I've done the thumbnail, I just need to change some stuff. But I am now 68% of the way through Love on the Brain. Loving this so much more than The Love Hypothesis. I'm loving the romance. She was stupidly naive, not really, he liked her. He's just adorable. I'm going to be honest, I am skipping over the spacey parts just because space kind of triggers my anxiety at times and I don't want to be triggered, but I'm loving the romance. It's so much spicier than The Love Hypothesis. Oh, this is a 4 star. This is a 4 star. It's very nearly a 5 star. Unless something happens in the next 32%, it is definitely a 4 star book. I'm also loving the side plot, by the way, but I have a suspicion that something's going to come up and it's going to derail that. If I enjoy it this much at the end and I like it, my thing stopping me if it's 5 stars is the fact that I'm not reading the spacey stuff a lot. Like, I'll be honest, I'm reading it, I'm just skim reading it though. And it's that thing of, can I give it 4 stars, 5 stars, if I've not read it all properly? Part of me says yes, part of me says no. But it is 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go to bed. I will finish this tomorrow. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so much. Thursday evening, well, 5:30. I've just finished Love on the Brain. I finished on the bus home from work, 5 stars. I don't care if I skipped half the NASA stuff. I love this book. I loved the ending. I saw who the bad guy was coming, you know what I mean? But I love it. I loved the relationship in this book. I loved the story. I loved the development. I think Ali might be becoming a go-to author. I may or may not have her next book in my basket to pre-order. But speaking of next books, it's another Ali one. Sorry, ignore the mess on my bed. It's a collection of short stories. So there are 3 novellas in here. Under One Roof, Stuck With You and Below Zero, all about friends who are scientists and their love stories. So my plan would be to read a love story a night, starting tonight. So the first novella is Under One Roof. An environmental engineer discovers that scientists should never cohabitate when she finds herself stuck with a roommate from hell, a detestable big oil lawyer who won't leave the thermostat alone. So yeah, if I do one a night, then by Saturday I will have this finished. And yeah, I have heard from Ada that these aren't that good. Well, they're not as good as her other books, her actual novels. So let's see if I think the same. Saturday morning. I've only read the first short story. I had a migraine last night. Well, beginning of a migraine. I went to bed. I slept it off. So I think I evaded the migraine. So yes, I read Under One Roof. I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed how you saw the relationship develop and the ending. And the Acerep, I think it's Acerep. I quite liked it. It's the wrong one, but it's nice seeing something different. So yeah, so the next book is, well, story is Stuck With You, and then it's Below Zero, so I should be able to finish this today. And yeah, happy Shelley. So I will update you when I finished Stuck With You and then Below Zero. Finish Stuck With You. Please ignore that it's not toothpaste. I have a cold, so yeah. But just finished Stuck With You. Didn't enjoy it as much as I did with Under One Roof. Yeah, not my cup of tea, I will say. So now it is Below Zero. NASA aerospace engineer's frozen heart melts when she lies injured and stranded in a remote Arctic research centre, and the only person willing to undertake the dangerous rescue mission is her long-time rival. So yeah. Then there is a bonus chapter in this one which is from one of the male's perspectives. So yeah, so I should have this done in time for the Island match in an hour and 45, which is always good. If you didn't know, I'm an absolute massive rugby union fan. Six Nations started last week. I'm in my fucking element. Sorry for the language. And as a proud Irishwoman, I support Ireland in the rugby and in football. I know most rules. Don't ask me to explain half of them though. Finished it. I liked Below Zero. I keep forgetting the names. I like Below Zero so a lot. Yeah. They all kind of had the same storyline, and yeah, 4 stars. I think I don't really read a lot of short stories, but I enjoyed these. So yeah, book 4 for the month complete, which means I can start book 5 tonight after the matches, which start in an hour. So yeah, I'll update you when I'm about to start my last physical book on my TBR. Hello, it is 7:05 Saturday evening. The hair has come down because the headache that I thought, the migraine that I thought I got rid of last night is now turned into what feels like a headache. So the head came down, the hair comes down because the hair up pressure and all that jazz. Yeah, my headaches are triggered by very weird things. But I am starting the last physical book on my February TBR, which was planned. The Guest House by Robin Morgan Bentley. This is for the February prompt for Clear Your Bookshelves, which is a book that has a colour that is the opposite. On the colour chart is the opposite to what you read in January. For January, I did try to read A Storm of Psalms and Silence. I think that's what it's called. Or a Storm of Silence. I DNF'd at 50%, so I'm technically still classing that as that month's book because there is nothing else I could class that as well. And on the colour wheel, I need to look for this blue. there are so many blues on this book that this blue must be somewhere on here. This is 350 pages, so if I finish it tonight, great. If I don't, I'll finish it tomorrow. You follow, I can't remember their names, Jamie and Victoria, who are expecting their first child. Sorry, I'll look up there. So yeah, Jamie and Victoria, who are expecting their first child, decide to go away for a bit of the baby moon. Not thinking that anything's going to happen. They meet Barry and Fiona. Oh my god, yes, I was right. The owners of this guest house. They get settled in. They wake up the next day. Victoria feels what is the start of labour, but there is no one in the house. No Barry, no Fiona. Their phones have also gone missing, and so has the keys to the guest house and to their car, and the house is locked up. So yes, it's not romance, but there is a happily married couple, so I'm thinking it still fits in with February's theme. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. While it is 350 pages, it seems like it's quite big space writing. So I'm hoping it'll be a quick read because it's just so many pages, just because of so big sizing of words. Yeah, so I'm gonna go start this, and I will probably update you tomorrow with what my thoughts are when I finish it, or if I remember tonight and my headache don't get too bad, I'll update you tonight. But let's see which gives out first, my headache or my forgetfulness. It's 7:45 Sunday evening. My cold sore is getting worse, which to me says that my immune system is, my body is drained. And seeing as I came back from my friends at 5, had tea, literally napped until about 6:30, sent a message to my friends and well to my sisters, and then napped again till now. I think I'm slightly either run down or something's going to happen, a la Gulsar. So I've only read 70 pages of The Guest House. It's 20%. I'm nickel confused as to what's happened, because you go from a chapter in the present to a chapter in the past, and a chapter in the present and a chapter in the past. So I'm a nickel confused, but it's okay. So I'm going to wrap this vlog up now so I can go back to bed. So a good week, 2 books down. I feel eternally single like normal. And yeah, nearly done with my physical TBR for February. So next week's vlog, I should say, should be me finishing this. And then my 2 Kindle books, which reminds me to message one of my colleagues tomorrow to find out what her recommendation is. But I will update you on that in the next vlog. Until then, bye.